Greetings, rational, pragmatic, disciplined Capricorn. My name is Eliane Nicole. I'm an astrologer and tarot card reader, and now I'm going to get into the June 2019 forecast for the sign of Capricorn, and I'm going to do some tarot cards, and I'm also going to talk about the astrological transits and how the planets are moving a little bit. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and watch the videos for your sun, moon, and rising to get the fullest scope. But if you really want the specifics, I suggest you call me for your own personal reading, and we can do your chart or your transits or your cards or all three. And it's really fun to dig into and look at what's going on. So at the beginning of the month, Capricorn, it looks like you may be separating yourself from an institution or organization as we head into June. If it's not that you're separating yourself from an institution or organization, it may just be that you are separating yourself from someone who's related to an institution or organization, like a doctor or a priest or a teacher or something like that. And you are covered by the Seven of Cups reversed. So this has to do with the future looking very cloudy. And it could be that you are feeling like the future is looking very cloudy with this organization or institution, or this person who's related to this organization or institution. They could be separate, but they could be together. And you are crossed by the Two of Swords this month, Capricorn. So it looks like there's something in your environment that you are being closed off to, possibly closed off and in denial. And the basis, it looks like around the 12th of the month, somewhere around the 12th to the 15th perhaps, there's an event with, there's a wobble around the event. Maybe it's that you don't want to go to the event. Maybe it could be a gathering too. An event is this doesn't mean it's a huge event. That card can mean events small or large, you know. They even can be like recordings and things like that sometimes. What's leaving is the Queen of Pentacles reversed. That could be a woman who was being selfish or greedy or insecure. What could come into being is Temperance reversed. That's being out of balance between emotion and intellect or reason. What will come into being, it looks like someone is feeling like they are not getting their fair share in a contract or negotiation. And that is around the 21st of the month of June, give or take a couple of days. So that's around the summer solstice, it looks like. And then fears or insecurities, the Emperor. So this is around a man, a male authority figure. This is the husband card, the father card. It can be a boss card. It can represent the patriarchy in general, or just any kind of, it can be a landlord, any kind of male authority figure type person. He's falling in your fears and insecurities. Others see you. So Capricorn men, it looks like romantically you could be in the doghouse around in the 20s of June, maybe. If you're married or in a relationship, it could be that your partner is seeing you as, I don't know, not seeing eye to eye with you maybe about something. And if you are not in a relationship, it could be that there's someone who likes you, who you're not returning the crush with. And for Capricorn women, it's the same thing. There could be a wobble around your romantic figure. He could be upset with you about something. And if you're not in a relationship, Capricorn women, it could be, yeah, that there's someone who likes you who you're not giving the attention back to or something like that. And positive feelings, the Empress. So positive feelings have to do with for Capricorn women, I think it has to do with you, yourself, your point of attraction. But it can also have to do with a woman who's around you, who's pregnant, or a mother, or a maternal figure or energy. And for Capricorn men, that's definitely what it represents. It can be a very sexy, creative, or maternal, nurturing, fertile type of woman. And that's in the positive feelings. And then the outcome is at the end of the month, you're dealing with the Queen of Rods. It looks like a very, maybe a fiery, action-oriented, maternal kind of woman is around at the end of June for Capricorn. And that is the tarot overview, and I took a really long time with the tarot overview for Capricorn, but anyway, now I'm going to get into the planets a little bit. As we enter the month of June, the sun and Mercury are both in Gemini. The moon, Venus, and Taurus are all in Uranus, and Uranus are all in Taurus. Sorry, I'm talking so much, I'm mixing up some of my words. Mars and the North Node are both in Cancer. Saturn and Pluto are both in Capricorn retrograde, and Jupiter is in Sagittarius retrograde. Neptune is in Pisces, and Chiron is in Aries. And so June 3rd is the new moon of Gemini, and I call this the writer's new moon. If you have any, if you follow me or if you've watched any of my videos, you know that the new moons are incredibly rich and fertile spiritual soil to plant the seeds of intention that you want to manifest in the material realm. And Gemini rules communication. And so I call it the writer's new moon. If you have anything that you need to write, if you are starting a new writing project, any kind of writing, a song, a play, a novel, a thesis, an essay, any kind of writing you need to do, set very clear intentions around under this new moon of Gemini, June 3rd. Also, under the new moon of Gemini, it's good to set intentions around any kind of communication issues that are going on, like if you need to clear up communication with someone who you had an argument with recently, or if there's someone who you haven't spoken to in a long time that you want to clear up communication with, or if there's a person who you just have communication issues with in general that you would like to see healed and rectified and going to a new place. Set very clear intentions for this under the Gemini new moon, and you will be supported by the universe. Also, Gemini rules the nervous system. So if there's anything around nerves or anxiety that you want to give some attention and love to, set this intention around under the new moon of Gemini. Anything with public speaking, anything with expressing yourself, take advantage of the energy of the new moon of Gemini to set these intentions very clearly. And I can have a handful of clients on my altar every month, so if you're interested in that, please contact me. I do writing of the intentions with you. I do the flowers, the crystals, the candles, the proper tarot cards, and everything that goes with helping your intention manifest in the physical realm. And what else? Oh, so then June 4th, Mercury enters Cancer. And for anything that happens in Cancer is significant for Capricorn, because Cancer and Capricorn oppose each other. So there's a lot during this time of the year when Mercury is in Cancer from June 4th to June 26th. There's a lot to be learned for Capricorn through communication, through talking. And Cancer is the opposite of Capricorn. Cancer is all about feelings and emotions and intuition and the feminine principles. And so, this is a good time for Capricorn to be talking through your feelings. There's a lot to learn talking through your feelings at this time of the year. And and collectively people will be speaking on those Cancerian themes, mysticism, motherhood, the feminine principle, privacy, security, protectiveness. All of these things are going to be collective themes as well. June 6th, Jupiter in Sagittarius is forming a sexquiquadrate with Uranus in Taurus. And because it's 4 degrees Uranus, and Uranus forms a trine with Capricorn, anyone who's born in the early degrees of Capricorn, so 2 degrees to 6 degrees Capricorn, this is going to be an aspect that you would feel. And it started entering around May 23rd. It's exact on June 6th, and it leaves June. It starts going out June 15th. But this Jupiter sexquiquadrate Uranus aspect is feeling restless or rebellious, or its possibility of taking foolish risks for the sake of freedom. And it's not good for financial speculation. June 8th, Venus enters Gemini, and this is a time romantically that's not necessarily, so Venus is romance and attraction, and Gemini is curiosity, intellectual curiosity, mental stimulation, it's talking, it's communication. So for single Capricorns, you are going to be very romantically curious during this time. For Capricorns who are in relationships, this is going to be a time when you are connecting with your partner more on a mental level. In general, collectively, while Venus is in Gemini, people are attracted to people and situations and things that stimulate them mentally. And June 14th, Jupiter is semi-sextile, and Venus will be in Gemini until the following month, in July sometime, and I'll talk about that transition when I do the next round of videos. But starting June 8th for the rest of the month, Venus will be in Gemini. And then June 14th, Jupiter is forming a semi-sextile with Saturn, and that is anyone who is, so this is Saturn in Capricorn, so this is very significant for Capricorn. If you were 18 degrees Capricorn, this is an exact aspect for you. But if you're anywhere from 16 to 20 degrees Capricorn, you're going to be feeling this. And this aspect is a really pleasant aspect. It's a good practical sense for business and for conducting your life in general. So you're in a good zone around this time, Capricorn, for business decisions and things like that. June 16th, Jupiter is square Neptune, and that is Jupiter in Sagittarius square Neptune in Pisces. And Pisces is sextile Capricorn, so anyone who's 16 degrees to 20 degrees can be stimulated by this aspect. And it's not, it's about the capacity to believe being enlarged. So it's a very gullible aspect. It's an aspect where you can over-idealize a romantic interest, or you can over-idealize a spiritual leader, or, you can be overly optimistic about things. So there's just caution there, because Jupiter expands and enlarges, and Neptune is beliefs. And vision, but the square is a test, and the sextile to Capricorn means some Capricorns within that degree could be affected by that situation. So June 17th is the full moon in Sagittarius, and this is a very during full moons in general, emotions are heightened. And the Sagittarius full moon highlights and illuminates themes such as education, philosophy, religion, traveling, exploration. Those are all the Sagittarian themes. And it brings good luck, it brings grace, it brings good fortune. So, it's a benevolent full moon. and it's at 25 degrees Sagittarius. And then June 18th, Saturn is forming a sextile with Neptune, and that's Saturn at 18 degrees Capricorn. So if you're 18 degrees Capricorn, you're going to feel it exact, but anyone from 16 to 20 degrees Capricorn is going to feel it. And, you know, super in-tuned Capricorns of all degrees, let's face it, feel these things. But I talk about it within an orb, you know, and most astrologers are going to talk about it within a 2 to 3 degree orb probably. And yeah, Saturn sextile Neptune is about you know, discipline coming to your structure. You know, it brings discipline and structure to your ideals is what I mean. And it's about devotion to work and finding meaning in work. And or it can also be, if you're not working, if you're a Capricorn who doesn't work, it could be about finding meaning in your traditions and in your customs. And it's about enjoying a sense of purpose in life. And it's a time when spiritual and material goals harmonize. And this is an aspect that's been building since April 9th of this year, and it's going exact June 18th, and then it stays in until July 28th. So yeah, again, if you're anywhere from, you know, 16 degrees to 20 degrees Capricorn, you know, this is a very significant and very beautiful aspect for you. And June 21st is the summer solstice, and it's also, June 21st is a big day energetically. It's the summer solstice, Neptune goes retrograde, and the sun enters Cancer. So all of that is going on the 21st. And the summer solstice is a great day to celebrate. It's a great day to be outside. It's the longest day of the year. Celebrating nature, the beauty of Mother Earth is a really great thing to do on this day. It's about illumination, and it's about enlightenment and the change of the seasons. And let's see, Neptune going retrograde in Pisces. Again, Pisces is sextile Capricorn. So anyone born in the 16 to 20 degrees Capricorn is going to feel this aspect. And Neptune is slow moving, and Neptune is subtle and nuanced. So it's the kind of transit that, you know, puts a flavor over an aspect, an area of your life over the time that it's traveling through that. And it depends on where in your chart it's traveling. So I would really have to do your personal chart in general to know. For, you know, Capricorn in general, it's the third house. So it's the house of communication. It can be the house of siblings as well, or neighbors. So anyway, June 24th, Jupiter in Sagittarius is forming a quincunx with the North Node in Cancer. And again, Cancer opposes Capricorn. So this is very significant for anyone born from 15 degrees to 19 degrees Capricorn, because it will be directly opposing you. And this has to do with your religious or moral or education values being at conflict with society at large, or possibly having difficulty adjusting to a social institution. And June 25th, Uranus is quintile the true node, and that's your 5 degrees, Uranus at 5 degrees Taurus, quintile the north node at 17 degrees Cancer. So this is going to be affecting two different sectors of Capricorn. So basically probably all Capricorns, but the most impacted are going to be 2 degrees to 7 degrees Capricorn, as well as 15 degrees to 20 degrees Capricorn. And it's beautiful. It creates awareness of conflicts, but it also brings solutions. And it's an expression of your uniqueness with your higher purpose. And so that's a very beautiful aspect around that time for you. And it's peaking at that time. It's been building, and it will, shadow out as well. But and then June 26th, Mercury enters Leo. And during that time of the month, Mercury's leaving Cancer, and so communication goes from the more intuitive, emotional, feminine Cancerian time to a more extroverted, boisterous, dramatic, expressive, people very passionate about their ideas and talking over each other, and it'll be the communication, collective communication vibe will shift at that time. And that's the transits. So thank you for joining me, Capricorn, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Please like my video if you liked it, and don't like it if you didn't like it. And follow me on Instagram at astrology.tarot.eliannicole. And please contact me for your own personal birth chart reading or transit reading or tarot card reading. Thank you, Capricorn. Have a great June. Goodbye.